have fun weeding. Hey, this is Rich from Housebarons.com. My brother Dave and I renovate houses along with Dave's son Caleb. And today we're going to show you an effective way to get rid of weeds that is completely chemical free. If you're new to our channel, consider subscribing because we want to show you how to do a job yourself so you can save a ton of money. Right, Clive? All right, so this is the tool we're going to be using, and yes, it is a torch. This bad boy is called the Inferno. It actually makes weeding pretty darn fun. All right, so the torch is not a toy. You got to be super careful with it. Definitely don't do it on a windy day. There's an adjustment knob on it, so it'll control the amount of flame that comes out. Just start out at the lowest setting and get a feel for it, and then you can increase the flame as you feel comfortable. But just use a lot of caution as you're using this tool. But before we get into showing you how this works, we're going to go over the safety equipment that we're going to be using. So here's our safety equipment. We're going to have gloves, safety glasses, but most importantly, we're going to have a fire extinguisher on hand just in case something doesn't go quite as expected. The overall premise of this is that you're just burning the weeds. Just hit it for a couple of seconds, and over time, it's just going to wither and shrivel up like these did. All right, so let's go over how the torch works. Basically, you have to get a propane tank at the hardware store like that. The torch will just screw into the propane tank up here. The first thing is on the propane tank. Right now it's in the closed position. So to open it, we're going to turn it to the left. All right, you're not supposed to use like a match or a lighter or anything to light this torch. This is a Flint Igniter here, and it'll come with the torch. And so I've been struggling a bit, as you may have noticed, to get this thing lit, and that's because there's something wrong with this particular igniter. The flint, I think, is kind of worn out, so I need to get a new one of these. But basically the premise is, as we push these two together, oh sure, now I'm getting great sparks. Now that's funny. As this steel drags across the flint, it creates a spark. And so what we're going to do is hold that right there, and then it will light. All right, so I'm opening this up just 1/8 of an inch. It's the adjuster. And then I'm going to hold this lever to the handle, and then I'm going to create a spark over here. As I'm holding the lever to the handle, you'll hear the propane coming out. And then we're going to create a spark, and hopefully we'll light this. Here's the before shot of an area that I'm going to flame weed. It's a big area. All right, well, you can see that that was highly effective. Cleared this whole area. It's all been reclaimed from the weeds. All right, so I'm also going to be using this flame weeding technique over, we've got a bunch of garden areas over there. The weeds are like 2 feet tall right now, so we'll use the trimmer and we'll get all the weeds down to say 1 inch tall, and then we'll use this flame weeder on everything that's left. And what's so cool is that if you hit the weeds with this thing, it's gonna burn all the way down into the roots. And in a day or two, like, that weed is absolutely 100% gone. Another real cool use for this torch is in the winter. It actually can melt ice and snow. So this winter, I think we'll be making a video about that. So anyway, this particular torch tool, there's many uses for it, and it makes an awesome gift for just about anybody. This particular flame weeder is called the Inferno, and we're Amazon affiliates. We're going to look for this on Amazon, and if we can find it, we'll put a link to this in the description below, and if not, we'll put links to other flame weeders, so you'll be able to find something that's really close to this particular torch. All right, that's basically how you do flame weeding, and it's actually really a lot of fun. And you know, the best part about it, we're not using any kind of weed killer, no chemicals, and it does a great job. I mean, you can see out there, all those weeds are definitely torched. So if you got anything out of the video, if you could hit the like button, that really helps out our channel. And also, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do, because we have a ton of home improvement videos on the way. Thanks much for viewing, and we'll see you in this video.